Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeannie and I own Hook and Yarn by Jeannie, a small crochet business based in Cheshire. So, I haven't done a video in a while. I haven't been very well. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm going to go to the GP. Just been really sick. At first we thought I had a bit of like a bug or an illness or something. But it's just kind of coming and going. I'm very tired. I know that I'm low in iron. But we're just going to get it investigated, see what's going on. So I'm feeling alright tonight. Yeah, so I have also had a bit of an upgrade in my crochet room. I've been doing a lot more reading and I wanted it to be like a really relaxing place. I got some new shelving. I got this for free off Facebook. Was it free? No, it was £5. But I've been looking for a while for something like this because obviously they sell them in IKEA but they're quite expensive and they're definitely out of my price range. But I wanted something for my yarn. And I think it looks really good and I'm really happy with it. So today it's literally just been redoing my craft room. I've moved my desk, I've moved everything. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I have done some bits while I've not been well. I just haven't filmed them. So I did a couple of crochet turtle coasters for a customer. It was the same customer that bought the hanging plants. I'm really happy she's come back. And these were her partner's birthday. But like I said, I didn't film any of it just because I was like I just did it and that was it. But they came out really well. I'm really happy with them. However, I hated making them. They were a lot of effort. Like I don't think I'd make them again, even though my partner said they were really good. I don't think I'd make them as like something that I would permanently sell. They were just very like fiddly and like a lot of sewing, and I just didn't love making them. And the things that I sell and make all the time, I want to make sure that I love making. So yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a chat about what I sold at my markets, because I guess the last time I posted was getting ready for the markets that I did 3 markets, so I'm gonna have a little chat about those. And then I did film some stuff I did a couple of days ago. I'll explain more of that in that video, so I'll pop that in there as well and then we'll go from there. So yeah, the first market that I did was the Macclesfield Queer Collective Market. So this is the one that I thought was at the town hall, but it was actually at Townley Hall. I was really apprehensive about this because Townley Hall is on the outside of the town centre and the entrance to it isn't like on the road, so you'd have to be going there to go there, if that makes sense. You wouldn't just walk past it and go, oh, we'll pop in here. You'd have to like know it was there. So I was a bit apprehensive and I thought I'm not going to make a lot. I paid £15 for the stall there and I thought I might not even break even. I was wrong. So within like the first 20 minutes, so busy, like it was like packed. There was crowds of people coming in and everyone was so lovely. Like all the other stalls, I've not seen any of them before, and all the other stalls were so lovely, and everyone there was lovely and the community was just amazing. And I sold quite a lot there. I sold out of my mini octopuses. I sold I think half of my scrunchies, all but 2 of my keychains. I took my imperfects box and sold about half of that as well. So on that day, the profits I made were about £70. Sorry, not profits. Profits are about 55 after the stall fee, but I made 75. Oh my gosh, I made 70. My brain is not on. Yeah, so I was really happy with that. I'm so glad I did it. And I did ask about if they're doing regular markets, but they have said that it'll just be like that one and Christmas. So we'll do the Christmas one. And then the second one I had was the one at the Macclesfield Academy. This was interesting. I'm glad I did it, but it was a bit of a nightmare. So this is when I kind of started feeling not very well. And now this isn't something I'm going to go into on this channel because I don't want it to be about that. But I also have a lot of issues with my mental health. And a lot of those had come to the surface in that sort of week, I think, just because I've been so busy and a bit stressed and not very well. So I was having a bit of an emotional day. Now it was in the middle of the week, so I had to find childcare because my partner was working. He could come home but only to take me to the market, really. So my mum and my sister came to watch the twins. Now with this market, originally it was advertised that it would be on the field at the back of the school. This is my old high school, so I kind of knew where things were. I paid £10 for the stall. And I thought, right, I've got my gazebo. If it rains, I'll peg it down into the ground because I don't have any gazebo weights. That's important. Thought, brilliant, we'll go ahead. So I hadn't had any information of it, so the no time on what time it started, nothing at all. So I emailed and they sent the information out the night before the event saying, okay, the event starts at 2:45 but setup's from 2:15, which is already a bit like, oh, I mean, I don't know about other people, but I like to have at least an hour to set up. I don't always use that hour, but it's nice to have it so you're not stressed. And then they'd said if it was raining, it's going to be inside in the hall. Brilliant. But then they said that it was no longer on the field, it'd be on the playground, which I was like, oh my gosh, if it's windy, if it's raining, I need my gazebo up. I don't have any weights. So I had to I was putting on Facebook, I was like, has anybody got any weights I can borrow? No one replied. So what I ended up having to do was get weights on the way to the market. So we were already running a bit late. There was a big rush getting out of the house. Bear in mind, we were meant to be there at 2:15. We went to get the weights, got there at 2:20. So I thought, right, it's fine, we'll go straight in and set up. Got to the front desk and there was still everyone stood there like, we've not gone in yet. We all had to have chaperones because it was school and I don't have my DBS at the moment because I'm not working. So we didn't actually get through the gates till like 2:30 because we had to be escorted through. And when we got through the gates, there was just cars lined up waiting to set up. And I was like, hi, where do you want me? And she was like, oh, 1 minute, I'm just trying to figure everything out. And I was like, okay. Bearing in mind, we had 15 minutes before the first lot of school children came out. So I was like, I need to set up now. So people were already setting up. So I just grabbed 2 tables and set myself up because no one was coming to help me. But obviously it was 2:30 and 50 minutes is not a lot of time. And then I realised that my tablecloth didn't fit over their tables. So I had to go back to the car and get my table out. And then we realised I'd bought the weights and not filled them up. And I'd forgotten my money box. So my partner had to go all the way home, fill up the weights, fill my money box up and get the table. So I was just kind of stood there like a proper lemon, like I can't do anything. The lovely lady next to me helped me set my gazebo up. So at 2:45 I was nowhere, I'd probably just got my table up, that was it. And then there was already, but it wasn't just me, like loads of the other stalls were nowhere near done setting up and like hundreds of school children started coming out and they all had water guns. I couldn't tell you why, it was the last day of term and they were all spraying water guns and I was like, hi guys, I'm really sorry, please don't spray it on my stuff because it's teddies, well it's not teddies but it's yarn. And then they were all like crowding through the gazebos. I was so stressed, I was on the verge of tears. But we sorted it all out. There was cake next to me, so I just had loads of cake. I made £50 profit here. 40, I'm really bad at this. £40 profit after the £10 stall fee. So it was definitely worth it. They are doing a Christmas market, which I am going to do, but I have given my feedback that we need more time to set up next time. Like I say, it was worth it. I sold out again of mini octopuses, I sold tulips, I sold loads of stuff here, so I'm really happy with it. Now, the next market I did was at a pub called the Puss in Boots in Macclesfield. I was a bit in 2 minds whether to do this because I went out on Saturday night. I don't get to go out very often, and this night I'd had planned with my 2 best friends for months. And I had in my head, I was like, I don't want to not enjoy myself on the Saturday and worry that I'm going to be hungover on the Sunday. But at the same time, I didn't want to just not do Sunday. So I just kind of winged it. Ended up being fine on Sunday. But again, this was a little bit like, so we got there and I think it was there. So the lady that planned it was the first market she'd ever planned. And she was selling jewellery, but she only had a very, very small table. I'm probably talking about the size of this. And she kind of assumed that everyone else would have that amount of stuff. Whereas I usually use 2 6-foot tables. I knew that I wouldn't have 2 here, but I thought I'd get 1. But she'd given everyone a space like this. So I went with my friend. She owns a business called Tea Creations. You should look at her page. She sells jewellery, crystals, things like that, and a bit of crochet. So we ended up sharing a table. She wasn't too fussed about having stuff, but we put some of her stuff on my table. But then there was also 2 other crochet stores there. This is my pet peeve of markets. I think at a really big market, it's not preventable. Like, you want people, they're gonna have people there. But at such a small market, it was in like 1 room and there was 3 crochet stores, all selling quite similar stuff. Well, maybe there was some different stuff, but it still felt like I wasn't going to make as many sales because there was other crochet people there. But I made about £30 profit. And I say profit because she didn't charge the table fee. The footfall wasn't great, it was raining, not many people came, but I mean, I still said I was happy to pay because you can't predict a footfall, it's impossible. But she said no, she didn't want to charge anybody, which I thought was nice. And I have to be honest, the £30 that I made, my dad came and bought about £20 of stuff. So yeah. But overall, a really successful week, and I was so glad to not have any more afterwards. It was quite stressful. And then on Saturday just gone, I put my things in a shop, which is so crazy. I'm going to put some clips in because I was so excited. I am now stocked in a shop called Lil's Clothing in the Macclesfield Grosvenor Centre. I'm probably not saying that right. Grosvenor Centre, which is so exciting. I don't think I've made any sales yet, but that's okay. It is what it is. I'm just so excited to have my things somewhere. And then now I haven't got anything planned, so the next sort of steps are just building my stock up. The next 2 markets I've got is September. August is my birthday month and I'm really busy in August. So it's the 30th of July now. I don't know what, I think I'm posting this tonight. I don't know. Next weekend I'm going to be sorting the garden out. No, this weekend I'm sorting the garden out because next weekend I'm having a birthday party. It's my 26th birthday on the 11th of August. I'm having a bit of a do for my family and friends. And then that week after, we're going away for a few days. We're going to Whitby, me, Will and the boys. And then the Saturday we get back, I'm going to Alton Towers with my best friend for my birthday. And then nothing the week after that, but then the week after that, coming up September, it's our boys' first birthday and we're having a big party for them as well. So I'm glad I've not got anything planned in August, and I don't want any markets in August. I am one of the people that love their birthdays. August is my birthday month, it's a big deal. But yeah, so that is the plan. Build up stock. I think I might put clips in here of this already, I can't remember if I've already said it, but I'm going to be basically going through all of my products and like thinking about how I can make them better, how can I expand on them, and work from there. The lady who ordered the crochet coasters also wants a car hanging plant, so she's paid for it but she doesn't know when she wants it. So I've just asked her today to give me 2 weeks notice, so that will be on here at some point. I redid my craft room today, ready for the videos, and that is that. I'm going to insert whatever clips I've taken because I've kind of just taken clips when I could without thinking where I'm going to put them. So I'll do that and then I'll come back to now and see what we're going to do for the evening. That was basically just 10 minutes of me waffling, so if you stayed, thank you. Okay, this is what I've come up with so far. So I'm going to do plain coloured ones, obviously. My aim is to have 2 of each colour on my website, 2 of each colour in my market stock. Then I'm going to go for autumn colours, so like I think like 4 colours as American call it, brown, orange. Halloween ones, I thought I could do red for blood, a black and white, bit cobwebby, not sure. Christmas ones, I can do tinsel, I can do red and green. And then I want to do combination ones, so where I do the actual scrunchie, a plain colour, and then do an outline, a border. I think they look really cute. And then I also want to do chenille ones, but I want to do them in Flutterby, so I need to get some more of that. So I'm going to start by just having a look at what everyday chunky I've got, and then work one up, see what it feels like with that yarn. So yeah, I'm going to go for this one because it's what they got the least of. I don't want to open a new ball of yarn for a yarn that might not work for the scrunchie. This is the Hobbycraft Everyday Chunky. I'm going to see how this works up and then go from there. I'm going to use a 4.5mm hook, this yarn, and then I bought some coloured bobbles. It's like a pinky purple. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so I've single crocheted round the whole bubble. And I'm just going to slip stitch into that first stitch. And I'm going to chain 3. I don't know if this is UK terms or US terms. I do a triple. Or is it double triple? I wrap round twice. 2. And then pull through. Top of it worked. So wrap round twice. And I pull through once, twice, 3 times. So I pull through 2 3 times. Does that make sense? And then honestly, I kind of wing it. I do between 3 and 4 triples in one stitch. I like knowing the fact that all of like my scrunchies are unique and each one has a different stitch count. They all come out looking really good, but I just don't like having a set pattern to follow. I can just wing it, and if it looks like it's not bunching up enough, I'll just add a few stitches in, a few increases. I think I always panic when I'm doing scrunchies because it looks like it's not scrunching up enough near the start, and then you get more towards the end and I'm like, oh, I added quite a lot in, I didn't need to, because I'm panicking that it's not going to scrunch up enough. I used to just do doubles rather than triples, however you say it, and I thought they looked really good, and then I tried one with triples and they look so much better. There's just more volume. So I think if you're wearing a scrunchie, you're doing it for like a statement, like you're wearing it as an accessory, not just a bubble. That's how we're looking so far. I'm liking the way it's coming out so far. It's crossed my mind that maybe it's too thick. And I'm also been thinking about the colour options. I don't remember what sort of range of colours that they have, so I need to look at that before I decide to use this consistently, because I don't want to limit myself to certain shades. I just can't remember, so I just need to look online and have a little look. I mean, ideally, in an ideal world, I need a trip to Hobbycraft, but I don't drive, and it shuts at 6 o'clock everywhere, and there's not one in my town. And I'm impatient. We could go on Saturday. I could ask my partner if we can go on Saturday, but I wanted to be like done by then. But I suppose I could, because I do have a fair bit of the everyday chunky already. I could work up a few scrunchies before then. And tomorrow night, my dad is having the boys. So we've decided that my dad's gonna have them for a couple of hours on Tuesday. Just to help me and Will get stuff done around the house. So tomorrow night I'm not really going to have much chance for crochet because we are sorting and tidying. And then Wednesday night Will goes to play football. And if the boys are anything like they have been the past couple of nights, then they're going to be quite difficult to get down. Like it's my night tonight, but I've been helping Will because the boys have just been really not happy. The boys had, no, sorry, Albie had a bit of a fall, bless him. So they're just starting to cruise on the furniture. And I was picking Noah up, and Albie just slipped from where he was and he hit his face on the toy box. I feel like the worst person in the world. And it has left a mark, and I don't know whether that's why he's feeling a bit aggy. Like he's been up crying, and so I don't know, we'll see how tomorrow goes. And that really only gives me Thursday and Friday to do any crocheting. I've got this order to do by Friday. So then really it's Saturday, you know, and then we can just go. So I don't know. I'll have a little think. Okay, so I haven't weaved the ends in yet, but this is what we're looking like. I don't love it, I don't think. I don't know if it's because I've just used a darker colour. Oh, I don't know. Have I got, no, I haven't got anything to compare it with because I took all my other ones to the shop. What do we think? Oh, I really don't know. Right, so that is the everyday chunky. I'm trying to see what other ones I've got. I'm struggling because a lot of my other ones are Aldi, which I can't buy more of. So this is the Women's Institute one. I could try this, but I'm gonna have to use a 3.5 hook. I think this could be a good one. Again, I need to look at the range of colours that they have. This will probably take me longer as well. The last one took me 12 minutes. So let's see how long this takes. It's already a little bit harder to work with. Better once you get into the groove of it. Okay, so I've single chained, single crocheted. Okay, let's go on. So I had a few ideas for videos. I was maybe looking at doing some like tutorials. I've been crocheting for nearly 3 years. And like I said, I have a business, I have things in shops. I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't say I'm an expert because there's a lot of things that I don't know and a lot of things that I want to learn. But I have had multiple people ask me if I would ever consider doing tutorials. My only issue is I'm not a talker. So I have had people asking if I'll do like workshops. Now that is just not for me. I am an extrovert, you won't believe it, but I am shy. Like the reason I don't mind talking to the camera is because I can't see you, but put me in a room full of people and I honestly will feel like I'm going to pass out. So yeah, tutorials I think would be better, obviously, because people can't see me. But then I'm like, it makes me feel like I'm being cocky, thinking like I know good enough to teach other people. Does that make sense? And then I'm thinking, well, what if people don't like it? But yeah, that was my thought process. I'm gonna do this series that I'm doing now on like revamping my whole products, and I have sort of like different series that I want to go through, things like crocheting the rainbow, crocheting the alphabet. I have got a lot of whips building up, so I want to do like a finish or frog it kind of series where I go through all of my whips and decide whether I want to keep them or get rid of them, that kind of thing. I am going to do a whole series on the UKCA testing, because I want to restart my plushies, and I feel like when I was first learning about the UKCA there was like nobody out there that I could look at, and maybe I could be that person, I don't know, that people could watch and see what we need to do. Also I think it's just interesting, and then I can document it all. Yeah, and if you had any ideas on what you'd want to watch, that'd be great. So this yarn is definitely better to work with. However, it does feel like it's taking a lot longer. It's been 5 minutes. But then I think it's probably about right because it's been 5 minutes and I'm about halfway through. Okay. That has taken me 13 minutes, so I made it longer than the last, and I love it. like it's so much better. So I'm gonna have a look what colours Women's Institute I've got online. Is Women's Institute like actually Hobbycraft branded, or is it like a whole different brand? I don't have the label, but I do have it in that pink, a yellow and a beige currently. I think that's all I've got it in so far. But maybe I'll do an order because I'm impatient and I want it now. Yeah, I also need to order some more darning or sewing needles and some more crochet hooks because mine keeps coming out of its thing. I don't know how to stop it from doing that. So I'm gonna get on with a couple more scrunchies and I'll come back. Okay, so we're back. I'm hoping I've inserted the clips because I've not done it yet. I'll be doing it this evening. I'm hoping I've just inserted the clips of the scrunchies and the order in the yarn. So I have the yarn on order coming for the scrunchies. It's the Women's Institute yarn. I ordered quite a lot. I ordered about £60 worth of yarn. I don't know where it's going because I filled that up already. But the question is, what am I doing this evening? I don't know. I haven't actually thought about what to do yet. My brain is telling me that I could just read, but no, I need to do some crocheting. I just don't know what. I might practice my wire signs. But again, I'm waiting for the Women's Institute yarn for that. I'm going to go and have a little think about what I want to do. So I'm thinking, I haven't got any orders to do right now. I've got one order pending, but I'm waiting for the jumper to arrive to embroider on. I don't have the yarn I want for the website stuff. So for once in my life, I could crochet for fun and not for profit. So I have been wanting to try some tapestry crochet. So I might try that. I'm going to print it off because usually I would work it off my phone. But I want to film it. So I'm thinking if I print it off, I screenshotted some ideas the other day. And just work with it. It's just like a nice chill thing to do. So I think we'll do that. Yeah. Okay, so it is printing my chart. So while it prints, I'm going to grab the yarn. I need blue, red and black. This is the template. My ink is running out, but obviously I know what I need. So I need to try and stick with the same thickness. Can't get up because I'm wearing my pyjamas, but so red. So I've got this red. Double knit. I'll go double knit. Yeah, let's go with light blue. And then black. I know that I have double knit here. This is exciting. Okay, I'm thinking a size. I'm going to start with like a decent, like bigger sized hook. Because I think I could probably go 2.5, but I think that would be a mistake, to be honest. I'm looking for my 3. I'm going to go for a size 3 hook. So, I never understand this. So I need to chain. So my chain is... Yeah, my chain is the first row, isn't it? Find out. Okay, so when I've tried it before. So when I've tried it before, my problem has always been that my yarn gets tangled and I get very stressed about that. That's got a knot in it already. So I'm going to cut that off because I don't want the stress of having to crochet it over a knot. I need a little ends bin. So I have tried mosaic crochet and I really much preferred it. But there isn't, and I can't find anywhere where oh my gosh. But I can't find anywhere where there are mosaic crochet patterns. There's loads of tapestry patterns, like charts, but not mosaic, and I cannot figure out how to do it myself. So if anyone knows where I can find mosaic crochet patterns, please let me know because you'd be a lifesaver. So I am going to chain 20. If I had thicker yarn, I probably would, but I don't, so. That's chain 21, aren't I? Just skip, yeah. So chain 21. It's tiny. It feels like it's too small. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. We'll work with it. Okay. So I'm doing another row of just that one. Like, honestly, the people that do like tapestry blankets have my utmost respect. Like, the last tapestry, well, the only tapestry I did was a little cactus, and it was probably like 10 centimeters, if that, and I was stressed, like stressed. I just don't quite understand how it works, but there's no harm in keep on practicing, especially when I don't have any orders to do. Like with mosaic crochet, you stop at each end, don't you? Can I not just do that with this? So I don't have to turn the work and everything stays at the back, because otherwise I don't want to stand. Or do you crochet over tapestry crochet? We'll crochet over it. Okay, so I need to do, so done that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then change to red. Oh no. Okay, so then that's 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I need to crochet over the red to make sure it's there. Does that make sense? I don't know, is that right? Oh, I'm already getting it all wrong. So that's the one, but if I'm only doing one stitch, I then need to pull through the blue to go back to the blue. Okay. I don't understand. Is this right? Blue in my hand. Oh, see, I'm already getting it. This is why I get stressed. Okay, I think I'm gonna do, so I need to chain 1 either way. See, look, it's already, okay, so I've chained 1. I think maybe I'm gonna do the thing where, you know, you just bring it over. I don't know if that's the right word. Anyway, so I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm doing 2. One, 2, but then I need to there's a baby crying. Okay, I've just gone back and I've missed a stitch here and a stitch over here. I'm giving up. That's how easy it is for me to give up. That is half an hour of my time wasted. I'm gonna go see if I can find any mosaic crochet patterns and work from there. I will keep this in case I want to go back to it, but it's peeing me off, so I'm gonna do it. This is what I ended up doing. I used a mosaic crochet pattern from Jessie. I used a YouTube tutorial and then just added my own half double crochet border. I'm so happy with it. It just needs blocking, but I don't have a blocking board, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Also thought I'd just give you a little sneak peek of what the craft room looks like now. I'm so happy with the layout now. I think it looks so much better with the new storage and my new chair. that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you're enjoying my videos, and I'll see you next time for some more scrunchies.